So I've talked about these things. Let me go ahead and show an example, for example, of what this looks like. So, once you log into your developer, and Tommy will get into this, I'm not going to get into the technical part of it, but basically you sign up for an SDK developer account, and then it gives access to the GitHub, and that basically the code, and you can download and start running these examples. And if you know what you're doing, you can literally do that within a couple of minutes. Download an example, and then so we've done a couple of examples here in this library of examples. We're going to keep expanding, but it's a nice way for people to just really quickly just see how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and start an example here. I'm going to put in my name. You can see that. So it's just basically a demo of that. I'm going to copy the meeting. It's already generated a meeting link for me. And you have the code to this whole example if you want to do it yourself. I'm going to send this in the background here to Tommy. So he'll come in and join me there. Let me know if you got that link there, Tommy. I think you got it right. So I'm going to go ahead and start this meeting.
Yes.
And it looks very much like a video conference. And I think keep in mind that this is an implementation of a UI. When you integrate this into your product, it looks whatever you'd like it to look like, right? I'm going to mute my mic so we don't have two microphones running at the same time here. And then you can see here we have the default avatars. And again, this is just the default that we're putting here. You can use whatever avatars you'd like in your SDK. And now it looks very similar to the instant meeting experience, except keep in mind that all this is totally customizable. Where these buttons are, how the layout looks, all these elements, you have access to the code, right? In this case, I'm doing an example of a digital twin reality scan using Matterport. Okay, so we've loaded that up here. You can see Tommy's come in here. It looks very much like a video conference environment. Everything you'd expect from that. As a host, I can change the screen. I can have them follow me. I can say gather all as I go around the place. I say gather, Tommy will come over to where I am. I can add the follow me function, all that stuff you saw from the instant meeting. In this case, also, we've got an example here where we can change meetings. So change projects. And so when you have the code, you can right away just put your own projects in there and start changing between them. But it's just to show you how quick and easy it is to get up and running. And so in this case, whereas previously this would be just an example of SuperViz, now it's all open source. So you get the GitHub, you can see this example running, you can see how it is, you can tweak it, you can start adding your logos, you can change your UI, you can move things around. But it just shows you how quick and easy you can have this learning up on your own environment with your own application in a matter of really under an hour if you know what you're doing, using our documentation. But you can see here we are. Now we turned a Matterport tour into a multi-person avatar video conference meeting. One of our customers that actually has this in production already that I'd like to highlight is MP Skin. So their whole platform is now also supporting SuperViz. So they've gone and used the SDK and got it up and running. They were part of the beta period, and they actually launched it to their customers before the final release because it was so stable and so popular within their platform. And so all the MP Skin features would be then on top of all the stuff that you have in Matterport with SuperViz integrated. So it's really exciting to see people bring this. And this could have been a 3D model, a BIM file, a Sketchfab, it's 3JS. You can use it basically for anything. If you want to create a video conferencing system with spatial data on top of your app, we take care of all the heavy lifting for you. All the stuff that you would have to figure out how to do, you can then get that up and running very quickly. But yeah, I mean, it's quite simple. So there's not much more to show here. I'm going to stop sharing, but you can see how it's very similar to the instant meeting experience, except now you can do whatever you'd like and then add it to your program.
Cool.